Hey guys, it's Aristotle from my first year on T, and welcome back. We're back in the closet, by the way. My camera is not working. I don't know how to make it work, so we'll be waiting. We'll be hoping that doesn't go wrong. So this week, as you can tell by the video before me, because I am one of the firsts, but somebody else makes a video before me, that this week's topic is about toxic masculinity. And how do you counter it? How do you deal with it? And like, has it changed since you've been on T? And also, I'm gonna do like a small thing, just a little update on my life and testosterone, and I feel like some good tips that you should have. Ignore the bumping when you're starting T. So yeah, toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity. I have very few encounters, luckily, with toxic masculinity, or at least I think so. It's more of just like, I see it, but I don't do anything. A lot of it was in like my mom's relationship. She had a lot of like toxic masculine boyfriends, and they sucked because they thought they were better and they needed to prove themselves constantly, which was not fun. But yeah, so that was always a big thing. But otherwise there's not much I can say about the thing, other than I was never like really toxic masculine person. Of course I thought there were like gender roles, but I didn't think that there should be an extreme to it, and I didn't think that guys needed to be that way. It was just usual for guys to be that way, or for women to be a certain way, whatever it be. And then I opened my mind and met new people, and I was like, oh, it's actually really not like that. So yeah. Sorry, I just noticed I have a bruise on like the side of my hamstring. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, other than that, it hasn't really changed since I've gone on T. Of course, like there are some times where I feel like I need to prove my masculinity because I'm very feminine, but at the same time, I usually have like things to counter that and say like, no, I don't need to be that way. As long as I see myself that way, that's what matters. Of course, it's like a bonus if someone sees you as masculine before you have to tell them you're a trans dude or anything like that, but it's not really necessary. So yeah, it's all about me and how I view myself, so that's what matters. So yeah, that was really short, like really short. It's been like 4 minutes. But on top of that, just a little update on T. For me, I've kind of, like, since the last 2 videos ago, I think, where I was telling everybody about the update, I feel like there's some things that should be stressed. If you're starting T, if you're gonna go on T soon, or if you're like a month into T, I'd say here are some like things that happened to me and happened to a lot of guys, but it's definitely like a thing that you should do. It's not like looks wise, it's like personal hygiene. So your face gets oilier. For some people that might be a good thing because their faces are already dry, but for me it wasn't. So if you do have an oily face like me, I'd say invest in some rose hip seed oil and just put like a little dab on the cheeks and then right here, and then just massage into the face and then put in a moisturizer. Those help immensely. You also get acne. Acne is a thing. It happens a lot and very easy. I would say if you pick at it like I do, I pick at it because I'm not used to having acne. I haven't trained myself not to pick at my acne. So I have acne scars. For the most part, they go away, but I'd also say invest in some aloe vera. I have an aloe vera plant because I like growing things. And so since I have an aloe vera plant, I just break it off every once in a while and I kind of squeeze the juice out and just apply that to like the scars and the actual pimple if you have it. Another thing to invest in, your smell changes drastically. You smell different. It's definitely stronger. Like, the way you smell is stronger. Your natural body odor is stronger, which is like a very gross thing to hear, but it's true. It happens. And so there's no more of those days where you could just, shit, I'm running late, let me just get some deodorant, like do it, done, run out the door. Like, no, you really cannot do that. I mean, you can, but it's not wise. I'd say get a stronger deodorant and get a cologne that you like the smell of, just because it's better, and you smell nicer, and yeah. Also to take a shower after you work out, because then you smell a lot stronger too. So yeah, I don't know if this happens to other trans guys, but my morning breath has gotten a lot stronger too. The smell of my morning breath, it's terrible. I hate it. So I've invested in a stronger smelling toothpaste as well, and I've also gotten mouthwash, which I've never done before, but I have it now. So yeah, that's a good idea. Also, your pH balance might go a little off for downstairs. So I'd say if your body starts changing and you might start reacting negatively to your usual soaps, I'd say use like that soap on the rest of your body, but have either a unscented soap or like an unscented soap, not like a body wash, but a soap, and just lightly wash down there, you know. So yeah. Also, if you wear skinny jeans, like skinny jeans, just be warned that you get a mini guy. Get a mini guy. You'll hear about it. They tell you about it usually, like what happens on testosterone. But you get little dude right down there, and it rubs against your clothing. So either get men's jeans that are skinny, so that like the crotch hangs lower, or get a size up and not as skinny. Either or. So yeah, those are just some things to take into account when you're on testosterone and when you're going on testosterone. Just know that. I'm trying to think of anything else, but I really cannot think of anything on top of my head. So yeah. Otherwise, just keep up with your personal hygiene. Just make sure you're good. So yeah, that's all I have for this week. Kind of short video. I talked more about personal hygiene than I really did about toxic masculinity, but I'm lucky to be surrounded by people who aren't that toxic with their masculinity. Like, there were some things, but they're like more personal, and I'd rather not talk about them. But otherwise, it's not a big thing in my life. Lucky for me. So, yeah, tune in next time. See ya later.